All right, so since it seems like there are a lot of people who are confused about stop orders, stop limit orders, and stop loss orders, I decided to do a quick few minute video on each one of them. I'm gonna go quickly. I should be able to cover everything in a couple minutes, but here we go. Okay, say you bought tops and you bought it at around $2, and you want to protect yourself. So after you make the purchase, you see the stock price going up, and you're saying, okay, I want to protect myself. If it gets below $2, doesn't matter what the price is. If it gets below $2, I want to get out of the stock. I just want to cut my losses and get out. So you would create a stop loss. The stop loss would protect you under $2. Line is your stop loss line. So as soon as it triggers, as soon as it hits the $2 mark, your sell order becomes a market order, and whatever price you get it, whatever price is next in line, you get it at. As you can see, this day over here, it did not hit your triggered your order. The next day, there was a lot of action pre-market, there was some action post-market, and just know that these orders do not get triggered after hours or in the morning. So the next day, the stock opened up at around 170. Your protection order, your stop loss or stop market order, they're both the same, would have triggered. It would have triggered at the open. So you would have gotten out of the position somewhere over here. The stop market order, when it gets triggered, triggers a market order at whatever the current price is. That would have been your trigger price. Now, stop market and a stop loss order, when you put that trigger number in, that does not mean that you're going to be getting $2 for that sell order. It's whatever the next price is. Just like in this example, you bought over here, you put in your order was at $2. During that first day, it didn't touch $2. It went through after market hours, it hit $2, it went below, and it hung out around $2. That didn't matter. Those orders do not trigger. They only trigger during market hours between 9:30 and 4 o'clock. The next morning, the stock was making moves up and down. It was hovering around $2 at the open. It opened with this candle right here, and this is the area that it would have been sold. Your order wouldn't, your sell order wouldn't have been at $2. It would have been in the 170, between 130 and 170 range, depending on how quickly the order was filled. Now, a stop limit order. Let me remove these drawings. Remove the drawings. A stop limit order is this. You set your order and you say, okay, I want to start selling my shares as soon as the price action hits $2, but I don't sell my shares for anything less than $1.80. So what you do is you go into your broker. Let me fix this again. And you create the order. You have a trigger price, and then you have a limit price. You set the trigger price as $2. You set the limit as $1.80. What that means, one more time, is that you want the order to trigger anything under $2, and you want to get it filled between $1.80 and $2. If the stock price goes below $1.80, you do not want to sell. So in this example right here, again, you bought at around $2. That day, the stock price did not hit $2, so your order wasn't triggered. The next day, in the morning, it was bouncing above and below $2 because it's after hours and pre-market. Your order wasn't triggered. Stock price opened at This area right here, this area right here is not in your stop limit order area. Your stop limit order area was between 180 and $2. This order would not trigger. You would still be in the position, you'd be taking a loss. Let's go over trailing stop real quick. I hope you guys get that. When you create the stop limit order, you're saying, I want to sell when it gets to this price, but I want to sell no less than that price. One more time in this example, you want to start selling when the price hits $2, but the order, you won't take any less than $1.80. And because tops open below $1.80, the order was not triggered and you are still in the position. All right, let's go to trailing stop orders. You bought at $2. You see price action start to move up. And you say to yourself, okay, I want to put a 30-cent trailing stop on it. The first candle goes up. It goes up to a high of 235, which means your 30-cent trail, your sell order is at 205. The next candle, the high of the next candle goes up. It's at 237. Your trailing stop order is now at 7 cents, 30 cents from the high. This next candle goes up. The high of this candle was 244. Your trail is up to 214. That order continues moving up from whatever the high is down 30 cents. This next candle right here, this red candle, the high was 249, so that's 219. Your order will trail price action. Where are we at now? 260. Because the high was 260 on this candle, your trailing stop is now at 230. Hope you guys can see it. This next candle, the high was still 260. Your trailing stop is not going to change. The next candle, this red one, the high was 256. Because it's not making a new high, your trailing stop will not move. It only moves when price action moves to the upside. When it moves down to the downside, your trailing stop will stay at the last the high candle. Again, this one, it moved down a couple, another cent or two. The high was 255. Your trailing stop is not going to move. This candle, it went to a high of 278. Your trailing stop is now at 248. If it actually moved for me. This candle had a new high. That is 280. Your trailing stop will now be 250. And because none of these candles made new highs, your trailing stop did not move. And your trailing stop triggered at this candle right here because that candle hit your trail. I hope that kind of explained everything for everybody.